Hello everyone, my name is Pokemon Hobbyist and today I'm gonna show you how to become a Pokemon card buyer, investor, trader, seller, anything like that. How to become, how to do what I do basically, or in a bigger scale or much better than I do it. It's not that hard. The only thing you need is some knowledge and some intuity. Is that the right word? Intuition. Um, to start doing this. So there's a couple ways to start. I'll show you this way first, and after we'll go into the other ways. So first is buy some cards that you're familiar with. So when I did this, I started buying bulk. Vintage bulk was super expensive. It was super cheap. It was a normal bulk price, 5 cents a card. You got these types of cards. So I did that recently once again. And for example, you can really find some gems because look, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 Charmanders, 5 Bulbasaurs, 2 Pikachus, a couple Squirtles, then some Team Rocket Charmanders and some Team Rocket Squirtles were also found within this hole, and I paid normal bulk price for this. So basically, if you don't have a lot of money, start doing bulk purchases, or like little purchases like this, which is $30, and you can sell the bulk for $30 again because they're still roughly the same amount of cards, and you can sell the loose cards for €1 to €2 each and make like a €20 profit within, I'd say, like a week. So if you just start off, that might be a really good idea to do. Other things that are also fun to do mostly is auctions on eBay, on Facebook, on your local whatever you have. Mine's called Marktplaats. It's for people in the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg mostly, and there's a big bidding culture. So let's say I list something for €100. I usually get about €80 for it because there's a big bidding culture. So I usually overprice my cards and I get still about what I wanted for it. So saying that, you have to know, or you don't have to know. It's very easy to find these things out. For example, when I just started out, I didn't know how to find if a card was worth anything. So I just buy a set and I go, okay, my job, what's that? If it can focus. We go, yeah, and as you can see, it says 32 out of 102 on the bottom. So I'd Google that and they'd show me, I don't know, 12 cents or something. I don't know how much my job is worth. I can show you that on the laptop. I'll move to my computer and I'll show everyone how that works. Okay, so here we are, and let's look up that matchup that we just spoke about, and maybe after also do a Pikachu or Charmander or whatever. So we go matchup, and then we go 52 out of 102, and you see it's already there. So we entered common on Troll and Toad. This is Shadowless. I used iMaven in the beginning, and I know that might not be the best place to go, but I didn't really know how to find the eBay listings. But as you can see, there's a lot of sold items for whatever the Shadow is, about $2. Common unlimited base set, 99 cents. So you can probably, because the quality and whatever, you could probably put these on your local whatever. For say I have 200 base set cards. Text me which single you need, and they cost 50 cents per. And you only paid 5 cents per, so that's 10 times your money, right? And whatever you don't sell within a certain amount of time, you just go, you just ask, you just say, I sell those as bulk, right? So anything you don't sell, you can sell it as bulk immediately after, which is overall very nice way to do things. Let's look at that Charmander, for example. Charmander, and that's 46 out of 102. Right? I can go actually to eBay. Let's go to eBay. eBay.com. and you put Charmander 46 out of 106, and you put unlimited, right? Because that's it, right? You go to sold items, and you see here that the card $2.99, $1.50, $3.99, $4.99, $5.50, $3.25, $3. The card has been selling. So if you buy a bulk purchase, and this, of course, this is gonna take time, and this is maybe not the best buck for your time, but this is how you learn pricing. This is how you learn where to find places to sell your cards. This is how you learn how to properly price your cards and how to get rid of them quickly. And once you get to know how to do these things, you can start going to bigger cards. And that's what the next item is about. So, the second way of starting and doing your thing within the Pokemon world is buying up kind of collections, lots of semi-rare cards or rare cards in a little bit worse condition or whatever you think it is. So often you get these cards in a lot. Like I got these in the same. This one was separate. Let's see, I have sold a lot of the cards already. Okay, so I got these cards plus I'd say 6 or 7 more vintage EX cards for around 70 euros. So that's 13 EX cards at 70 euros, which is about 5 euros per card, right? Now, even if they're super damaged, which are the final ones that I'm left over with, the ones that looked good are already gone, they still go for around 10 euros per. Flygon, like I think 12, and the Salamence 15. I've made my money more than back on this investment, and I still have these. And if I don't sell them, I'm just gonna keep them because in a couple of years they'll still have value. They might have gone up, they might have, but the thing is, I've already profited on this purchase, and I still have this left. And that's my point that I'm trying to make. How often do you see someone, if you are really into the Pokemon card business, that is of course, but how often do you see like people getting rid of like a bit lot of, and they say rare cards, right? Those lots you can probably buy for like $50, and if you sell them individually, you can profit on it. This Wobbuffet, someone who doesn't really know a lot of Pokemon, I think I bought this in a lot, and the total value of the lot, the total purchase price of the lot was like $20, and in that lot I got 2 older EX cards. I got a Dark Celebi. No, not a Dark Celebi, that was a different purchase. Anyway, I got 2 older EX cards. I got a lot of E-Series cards, and this reverse holo Wobbuffet that is in like very, very good condition. Yeah, the sleeve inside maybe isn't, but the corners are good and everything. And this is worth like $15, like raw, like this. And yeah, PSA graded. It's gonna be a lot more. Then I got an Arbok, like $2 in value. I pulled this myself, so that doesn't really count. Ninetales was within like a within like a 30 euro purchase, and I've made my money more than back. I only have this Ninetales left, and then I bought like 7 of these Mewtwo GXs for $23 in total, and I'm selling them for 5 euros each, and they've been these are actually already sold. Someone's just gonna pick them up, so yeah, that's like 13 euros profit off of just keeping some cards. And one of them actually I decided to send in to grade myself. This one's gonna get graded. Then I have this Moltres, Septus, and Articuno card that's gonna get traded. I bought 4 of these for a total of 11 euros, and I sold the 3 others for 5 euros. For 6 euros each, so that's $18, 7 euros profit, and this was gonna get sent in. So the other cards basically almost paid for the grading process of this one, and if it comes back a 9 or a 10, yeah, big value, and this is at least a 9, by the way. The Uxie was bought for €6, I believe it's like 12. The Alakazam is for my personal collection. But yeah, let me maybe. I'm in some. Okay, this is a tip that I want to give every one of you. Go into Facebook groups, Facebook Pokemon groups, channels, whatever they sell, because they often put in. They give you a lower rate because everyone in there likes Pokemon and they like each other. And also, there's a lot of auctions going on at the same time. And maybe there aren't a lot of people active right then and there in that group, which makes it for a pretty good place to get those deals. If you go back to an old video of mine, I have bought 6 vintage EX cards for about €6 each in total. And I sold them for over €60 in total, so that's double the purchase price. That having said, let's move on to the next and final step of starting out as a buyer and a seller. So here I am with the third prize, and this is flipping PSA cards. This is if you have more money, if you know the value. So research value before you see, go to eBay sold listings, find a card and focus on it. So I bought this Pikachu, and you also need to know your home, your value from where you're from, because here in the Netherlands things are more expensive than in the USA. So if I buy cards from the USA, I tend to make a profit, right? So I bought this for $115 after shipping. This was like $25 of shipping, I believe. So that's $140, which is €115. And I'm selling this for $180. I believe I have bids for $160, so that's quick profit within a day. Then these two were both bought for €60 in total, and that includes shipping already. And I'm selling these for €100 each. So this is for people who have a little bit more disposable money and know a little bit more about the price. But at the same time, I'd say PSA cards, flipping them, buying them, selling them, is the most profitable of them all. It's the quickest turnaround time. People love PSA cards. There's no hassling about the value of the card, because the quality is unanimous. Everyone knows it's a 9. So this is the value of a 9. And this is what I'm willing to pay for a 9, right? Whereas with this Uxie, for example, someone might say this is PSA 7 quality, and I might say this is PSA 9 quality. And the raw card, or it's near mint, or it's light played. And with that, the price really changes. But for me, a 9 is a 9, and that has a value to it, and I can ask what I want for it, right? So that's what makes it a lot better to flip PSA cards, in my opinion. This is, however, a bit harder to do. You need to be active on the auctions. I use eBay because a lot of auctions seem to slip through the cracks. What I do personally is I message eBay sellers if we could maybe do a sell via Instagram or via email, because they don't pay the 20% tax to eBay and I don't pay import cost. And that import cost takes a big chunk out of your profits. If you take those away, it's almost a guaranteed profit when you buy below market value. And buying below market value is actually pretty doable. You know that people always say, oh, it's really, really hard. But if you focus 2 hours on it and you have enough capital, I'm telling you, you can buy 5 cards. You can buy 5 PSA cards, all $10, $20, $30 below value. Get them in a week after, sell them, make 50, 60, 70 euros profit in a day, right? You can do that. The thing is, you need capital, you need perseverance, and you need know-how. And that know-how comes through doing the first 2 steps. It comes through buying bulk, sifting through cards, figuring out which type of cards are worth more. It goes through buying lots, seeing quality, maybe sending in PSA cards, but that is not for a beginner. Sending in PSA cards, I'm telling you, wait till you know more about Pokemon. Because let me grab this, for example. This flying Pikachu, right? Surfing Pikachu. This surfing Pikachu. You might say, oh, that's perfect. That's a 10, right? If you don't know a lot about Pokemon. But what I'm seeing is there's a little bit of whitening here, there's edge wear there. It might not be perfectly centered. Yeah, this border is thicker than that border. And the front is the same. So this might be an 8, or it might be a 7, right? And the difference in price between a 10 and an 8 is, a 10 is worth maybe 4 times more, right? So really wait until you know more about Pokemon before you start sending in cards to PSA. What I'm telling you is try and flip bulk, flip lots, and flip PSA cards. These are, for a beginner, at least what it was for me. I've been doing this for a year now. This has been one of the more easier things to do. If you want a challenge, if you want some things that are usually cheap because it's hard to get rid of, and you can still make value out of these because you can do things like these novelty items. The oversized cards. I bought 15 oversized cards, some Orbitals. These are worth nothing, the Orbitals, Heathery V, right? Toxicity V. But I have a Charizard and Braixen GX. I have a Meowth VMAX. I have another Charizard and Braixen GX. I have an Espeon and Deoxys GX, a Zamazenta V, and an Alolan Sandslash GX. I bought those 15 oversized cards for $10 in total, right? So there's profit to be made there, even if you sell them for $1 each. That's 50% profit margin, right? And I saw that the Charizard and Braixen V is about €4. So basically, those things are harder to sell, but there's profit margins on those. You can buy those in small things whenever the opportunity comes by. Right now, the things that I told you is buy in lots, buy in bulk, and buy the PSA. Because if you buy singles, people usually know the value. It's hard to profit from that. It's hard to profit from singles, right? In lots, people tend to give you a discount because you buy a lot of them, right? So at that point, if you sell singles after you buy a lot, you already profit. Because if you know, if you see the lot and you look at some cards and you determine the value, you will realistically never pay more than the value of all the cards combined, right? If you do that, then of course you've made a critical error and you will not recuperate your money. But usually sellers do not want 100% market value on a lot or on bulk, right? So that's where you're gonna make your profit. You're gonna make your profit on flipping these PSA cards. And the little things you can of course make profit of, but they're gonna take longer. They're gonna take way longer. And yeah, singles I would steer away from because it's really hard to see the condition, if you want to sell it in, send it into PSA, what it would get. It's a super long waiting time. And singles, there's a lot of them, right? There's a lot of singles, so people undercut you. So in my opinion, these three are the 3 easiest ways to get into Pokemon trading and to start profiting. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video and you've if you're going to use my information and maybe make some money for yourself, let me know in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.